What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with another Tesla update video where we take a look at how Tesla stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Tesla stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Tesla are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record and we will get right into it. So if I hit the one-day chart, what we see is Tesla is up about 0.7% on the day, $5.90. Up another 20 cents after hours, so about $6 for the day. Today was a great day for the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ was up 1.97%. The Dow was up 245 points, which is 0.79%. And then the S&P was up about $5, 524, which is about 1.38%. So compared to all that, you know, Tesla was a little bit of an underperformer on the day, but that's okay because of the pattern that we sort of identified that's taking place. So we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at how it traded. We'll take a look at future levels of support and resistance. So right out of the gate, right, what we saw was, you know, yesterday we closed near the 840s. We were talking about this 847 level, right, as the next level that we had to kind of go over, that we could see a little bit of resistance coming in at, and that's exactly what happened. But we broke above, wow, I can't speak today, to 860s, right? But then right out of the gate, what we saw was a sell-off, and then this 847 held bounce. We got another bounce. We got a third almost bounce. And then we broke below it, went all the way down to 837, came above, and then we kind of hung out around that level for a little bit, right? Above it, below it, bouncing support resistance. Pushed up, couldn't quite make it to this high of 860, and then a little bit of sell-off to end the day in the 850s, right? So not too bad of a day overall, but, you know, not a great day either, considering what we're looking at. Now, here is this wedge pattern that we sort of identified yesterday, and we talked about, you know, this kind of range that it's trading in, and that could lead to a potential breakout at the end of the wedge, typically, right? So considering that, right, the fact that we didn't push up is consistent with this pattern, and this pattern's still valid. We're still trading within the wedge. If you take a look at, and I drew this kind of yesterday, right, we've had this line there, and it perfectly got rejected at the top line. So all that to say, not necessarily all bad news. This could just mean that the wedge is still, you know, holding up. It's valid. We could see a breakout coming shortly. So let's take a look at future levels of support and resistance, and then we'll take a look at or see if we can maybe get a little bit of understanding of where Tesla could be headed. So first things first, right, this 847 level that we saw should hold up as good support. Since we were below it yesterday, we were above it now. It acted as a little bit of resistance as we saw today in the pre-market. So I think if we get above it, should hold up as good support for us. So that's my first level that I'm looking at. Then I'm looking at the low point for today, which is 837. Then I'm looking at the low point for yesterday, which is 833. Then I'm looking at this 829 level, right? That's what I'm looking at on the downside if Tesla does sell off a little bit, which again would not be worrying because it is consistent with this wedge pattern, right? As long as we find support and don't drop below 829, still valid, right? And totally okay. Hopefully we find support here if we were to drop. On the upside, right, a couple things that I'm watching are, you know, this line right here, which tomorrow should be kind of in the 850s and mid 850s. Not saying that, you know, we necessarily need to bounce off of that, get rejected, and come down, right? This wedge could go a little bit higher, and we could continue trading in this little wedge for a little bit longer. But that's what I'm watching to see if, you know, we start to break out. As we could see, if I were to draw a horizontal line kind of right there, what we see is, you know, we've kind of gotten rejected near these levels in the 60s. If we go here, here, here. So that's something that I'm watching out for, both this line, top of this wedge, and then this 861 line, excuse me. If we can clear that 861 line, I think it sets us up nicely for all-time high 884s, considering that there's earnings next week, which is a week from today. We could see that run into earnings happen as well. which could start in the next couple of days and hopefully run up to set an all-time high. So I'll be looking out for that. And then the last thing that you guys know I'm watching, if I bring my Tastyworks in, is on this chart, what we want is for Tesla to stay above this 15 EMA. The reason being, if we go back a few months, the 2 times it broke below that and didn't capture it for a little bit, we saw a drop all the way down to the 180-day SMA. I'm just going to scroll back and show it to you guys. So here, 9/1 September, we dropped from 470s to 330s. And then we dropped from 440 to 370 as well. So that's, I think, really important for us to kind of maintain, is that 15 EMA. Now, we haven't been below it for a while. We have dipped below it for a couple of days, or not even a couple of days, a couple periods, since this is a 4-hour chart. But we always come back above it, and that's what I'm watching. That 15 EMA comes in at 843. So hoping for, you know, us to stay above 843. Because that 180-day SMA is all the way at 690. Now, I don't think we drop all the way to 690. Just wanted to point that out to you guys. And then the last thing that I'm sure you guys know if you watch my videos that I'm looking out for is a close above the 8 EMA. So as you see, you know, if we scroll out, since this run pretty much started, we've been closing above the 8 EMA, and other than this candle right there. So that 8 EMA right now is at 829. So hoping that we stay above that 829 level, which I think we will, at least for the time being. So that's what I'm watching for that wedge to hold, watching for this close above the 8 EMA, watching for that 15 EMA on the 4-hour chart. And then the last thing that I watch, I know it's a lot of different things, you don't have to watch all of them, but I will point everything out, is this 50-day. I don't know why these 2 crazy transactions of 645 and 1070 are coming in. No way someone bought at that level. Maybe they just got like really bad fills. But the 20-day moving average is at 843, which I think should be good support as well, and the 50-day at 830. So those are kind of another 2 levels of support that I look at. But yeah, that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all my videos. Comment down below what your trading plan with Tesla is, and I'd love to chat with you down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.